Imagine living the dream with a grand mansion, expansive estates, breathtaking views, and ample space for the entire extended family. It's the epitome of the good life, a luxury that eludes most. However, believe it or not, there exist some mansions that remain untouched, shunned, for reasons ranging from haunting tales to their remote locations, dilapidated conditions, or simply their eccentric charm. Join us on a journey as we unveil 15 mansions no one wants to buy, standing as intriguing testaments to history and mystery. Number 15. The New Jersey Watcher Home. In the quiet suburb of Westfield, New Jersey, a very attractive home at 657 Boulevard became the center of a chilling mystery for the Broaddus family. What was supposed to be their dream home turned into a nightmare when ominous letters arrived before they could even move in. These letters, signed by an enigmatic figure known only as the Watcher, hinted at a dark history within the walls of the Dutch colonial house. The letters began innocently, welcoming the family to the neighborhood, but quickly took a sinister turn. The writer claimed a generational connection to the house, asserting control over it for decades. Disturbingly, they seemed to know intricate details about the Broaddus family, including the names of their children. The threats escalated, suggesting a macabre interest in the family's well-being and hinting at potential harm. Faced with an unsettling and unresolved mystery, the Broaddus family decided not to move in. They rented the house for 2.5 years, attempting to unravel the identity of the Watcher through cameras and private investigators. But the elusive figure remained hidden. The family's efforts to sell the house were met with resistance as the haunting tale of the Watcher became widely known. Prospective buyers were understandably hesitant to step into a property plagued by an unknown and potentially dangerous stalker. The market's reluctance to embrace the house at 657 Boulevard reflected the lingering fear instilled by the Watcher, creating a real-life horror story that continued to cast a long shadow over the once dreamlike residence. In 2019, after enduring 5 years of eerie letters and unsuccessful attempts to sell, the Broaddus family decided to part ways with the unsettling property. They sold it for $400,000 less than its original purchase price, highlighting the profound impact the Watcher had on both their lives and the property's marketability. The legacy of the Watcher endures, leaving the house as a cautionary tale and a chilling reminder of the unexplained terrors that can lurk behind closed doors. Number 14. Granola Log. Granola Log is a majestic log cabin on the shores of Lake Superior. It holds the title of the largest log cabin lodge in America. Built between 1919 and 1923 by financier Louis Graverate Kaufman, this 26,000 square foot estate, listed as a National Historic Site, showcases the essence of up north Michigan. With 23 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, and a 60-foot-long great room, the lodge is a blend of history and opulence. Despite its grandeur, Granola Log has faced a significant challenge on the real estate market. Originally listed for an astounding $40 million in 2015, it struggled to attract buyers. The current owner, Tom Baldwin, a Chicago financier, bought the lodge in 1987 for $4.2 million and invested an additional $4 million in restoration efforts over 18 months. The property boasts unique features, including a gourmet kitchen modeled after the White House, a piano played by George Gershwin, and a mantel in the fireplace crafted from a beam in a sunken ship retrieved from Lake Superior. Granola Log's allure extends to its surroundings, with a private harbor, island, farm, and over a mile of Lake Superior beachfront. So why hasn't this iconic log cabin found a buyer? The staggering initial asking price of $40 million could be a key factor. In a bid to attract potential buyers, the current owner reduced the price to $19.5 million, still making it the most expensive log cabin in Michigan. While the estate's interior showcases a rustic camp style with taxidermy, totem poles, and nods to hunting, its uniqueness might limit the pool of interested buyers. The extensive 5180-acre property, including 13 additional buildings, an indoor boathouse, and a 3,000-gallon hot tub, may present challenges in terms of maintenance and upkeep. Granola Log is a world-class estate with historical significance and unparalleled charm, but finding the right buyer who appreciates its grandeur and can afford its price tag remains an ongoing challenge in the real estate market. Number 13. King Island, Alaska. Think of a place where time seems to stand still, an isolated island off Alaska's coast called King Island. Once upon a time, the Inupiat people carved out a life there, perched on rocky banks, creating homes on stilts and living in harmony with the land. Their story, however, took a dark turn. After World War II, the island's men were called to fight, leaving the community in disarray. Then came a devastating tuberculosis outbreak, claiming more lives. As if that weren't enough, a rockslide led to the closure of the island's only school in 1959, pushing the remaining residents to seek a better life on the mainland. Today, King Island is a ghost town, frozen in time, its small buildings standing as silent witnesses to a once thriving community. Yet this piece of history remains unsold. Why? The island's isolation is a major factor. It is 40 miles from the mainland and 90 miles from the closest town, Nome. The challenging conditions and the eerie echoes of the past make it a tough sell, despite its rich history. In the dance between the past and present, Ukavak awaits a buyer, someone willing to embrace the chilling winds, the tales of resilience, and the echoes of a community that once flourished against all odds. It's a property shrouded in mystery and silence, a piece of Alaska's history yearning for someone bold enough to pen its next chapter. Number 12. Isola Deola. How did a visually attractive and very charming island become abandoned? Isola Deola, also known as the Gaiola Island, is located off the Gulf of Naples. It seems like a dream destination. Its rocky shores, kissed by emerald waters, revealing submerged ancient ruins, tell a tale of noble Romans who once built holiday homes in this coastal haven. Yet, beneath its beauty lies a dark history, shrouded in fear and superstition, earning it the reputation of being cursed. Legend has it that the island, once known as Euplea, was a protector of safe navigation during ancient times. However, the curse may have started in the 1800s when a hermit known as El Mago, or the Wizard, mysteriously vanished without a trace, leaving the community baffled. The isolation of the island continued with Luigi de Negri, the next resident, who built a grand villa, only to suffer financial ruin shortly after. The tales of misfortune escalated in 1911 when Captain Gaspar Albenga, considering buying the island, crashed his ship into rocks and drowned. Some versions claim his ship disappeared entirely. In the 1920s, Hans Braun, the Swiss owner of the villa, was gruesomely murdered, and his widow met a tragic fate by drowning in the sea. The subsequent owners faced heart attacks and suicides, contributing to the island's macabre reputation. Even high-profile figures couldn't escape the curse. Gianni Agnelli, the head of Fiat, once owned the island. Despite transforming his company into a global brand, personal tragedies haunted him, with his son's apparent suicide and his nephew's death from cancer. The island's connection to billionaire John Paul Getty took a chilling turn in 1973 when the Calabrian mafia kidnapped his grandson, sending Getty the boy's severed ear before receiving a hefty ransom. Today, Isola della Gaiola is part of the Gaiola Underwater Park, a protected marine area owned by the region of Campania. The abandoned island, with its tragic history, invites brave souls to challenge. The story of Isola della Gaiola adds an intriguing layer to the mystique of travel, reminding us that even in paradise, some places carry the weight of a haunting past. Number 11. Peter Grant Mansion. One question lingers still. Why does no one want to claim this mansion, and what secret does it hold? In northern Ontario sits the hauntingly grand Peter Grant Mansion, a 65,000 square foot lakeside marvel that's become a silent victim of financial turmoil. Named after its ambitious owner, forestry tycoon Peter Grant, the mansion embarked on its journey in 2005, intended to be a blend of dream home and corporate oasis. However, the dreams were shattered by the harsh reality of the 2008 economic recession. As construction advanced, the mansion boasted luxurious features, a waterfall, golf course, swimming pools, and even an observation lighthouse. Yet its fate took a turn for the worse when Grant Forest Products, Peter Grant's company, faced the brunt of the recession. With contracts vanishing and debts piling up, the company succumbed to bankruptcy in June 2009, leaving the mansion abandoned, a symbol of opulence turned desolation. Despite its potential, the Peter Grant Mansion now stands as Canada's largest eyesore, a decaying testament to what could have been. It was last listed in 2010 for a whopping $25 million, but the deserted halls echo with silence, as no one seems eager to claim ownership. The property requires a significant investment of at least $1 million for basic upgrades to make it livable, making it a financial burden for potential buyers. Temiskaming Shores. Mayor Carmen Kidd, who witnessed the mansion's decline from his city hall window, laments the lost potential. The building, once envisioned as a masterpiece, now crumbles under neglect. Covered in graffiti, its broken windows telling a tale of abandonment. The current owners remain elusive, having not paid property taxes for 3 years. Even the installation of security cameras does little to mask the mansion's dilapidated charm. As the Peter Grant Mansion fades into obscurity, its story becomes a cautionary tale of excess, economic downturns, and unrealized dreams, a modern-day mansion of missed opportunities. Number 10. Aubrey Lewis Home. Nestled in the heart of Montclair, New Jersey, the saga of the Aubrey Lewis House unfolds, a living testament to a bygone era. Erected in 1906, this enchanting mansion was more than just an architectural gem. It held the cherished memories of Aubrey and Anne Lewis, pillars of the local community. In a plot twist that could rival any novel, the mansion hit the real estate market with a jaw-dropping price tag of $10 only. An irresistible deal, you might think, but the catch was Herculean. Any taker would need to orchestrate the relocation of the entire structure from its 2.7-acre homestead, shouldering the considerable costs that such an endeavor entails. Despite the allure of this extraordinary opportunity, no brave soul stepped up to the challenge. The plot thickened when the Montclair Township Planning Board gave the nod for land subdivision, ushering in the era of the collection developers. Amidst opposition from the Historic Preservation Commission and a tied vote on granting the mansion a historic designation, the stage was set for a dramatic turn of events. With a tempting $10,000 offer to anyone willing to facilitate relocation, Lorena White, the Lewis family's real estate agent, said that they never had anyone step forward that found the home viable to buy and move. The poignant demise of the Aubrey Lewis house marked not just the end of a structure, but the erasure of a living legacy, as construction vehicles replaced the echoes of history with the hum of progress. The collection emerged, a modern living community that now graces the landscape. Montclair, adorned with contemporary homes, grapples with the delicate balance between progress and the preservation of its storied past. Number 9. Mingguang Ghost House. A ghost house? Yes, this is no fiction. In the heart of Mingguang Township in Chiayi County, Taiwan, the Mingguang Ghost House whispers a haunting tale that has captivated locals and curious visitors alike. This 3-story Baroque mansion, erected in 1929, once stood as the opulent residence of the Liu family, a once prominent landlord clan. However, its grandeur is overshadowed by a tragic story that veils the estate in an eerie aura. Legend has it that the Liu family's patriarch, entangled in a forbidden romance with a maid, unleashed a series of torment upon the ill-fated woman when his wife discovered the affair. The maid, unable to endure the physical and mental anguish, took her own life by plunging into a well within the mansion's garden. The aftermath haunted the Liu family. Every night, a spectral figure would materialize at the foot of their bed, a manifestation of the wronged spirit seeking retribution. Fueled by these chilling rumors, the Liu family eventually abandoned their home, leaving the mansion to the mercy of time. As tales spread, the Mingguang Ghost House gained a notorious reputation, deterring potential buyers. Stories of ghostly howls in the dead of night and misfortune befalling those who dared approach the well became local lore. However, the truth behind the ghostly rumors emerged. The Liu family relocated for business reasons, and the mansion's subsequent use by the military during the Kuomintang forces to Taiwan retreat added another layer to its haunted narrative. Distorted over time, the mansion became synonymous with ghostly encounters. Despite its tragic history, attempts to sell the Mingguang ghost house have been met with reluctance. The specter of its haunted past has cast a shadow over potential buyers, making them hesitant to invest in a property shrouded in supernatural tales. Today, the mansion stands as evidence to both historical beauty and sorrow, its walls adorned with graffiti and engravings, a canvas for the curious and a chilling reminder of a love story gone awry. Number 8. The Chrismark Castle. Down the enchanting hills of Connecticut stands the Chrismark Castle, a whimsical fortress that echoes the fairy tales of old, complete with turrets, a moat, and even a princess or two. Owned by Christopher Mark, heir to the legacy of steel tycoon Clayton Mark, this Gothic masterpiece has a story as captivating as its architecture. The tale begins with Mark's daughters, who yearn to experience the magic of being princesses. In response, their devoted father embarked on a 7-year odyssey to construct a dreamlike castle on a sprawling 400-acre estate. The castle, listed for a princely sum of $60 million, boasts 9 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a myriad of bespoke furnishings collected over 30 years from European escapades. What makes this narrative even more fascinating is the involvement of the youngest daughter, Christina, a TikTok sensation with a penchant for sharing the castle's secrets. With 3,400 followers, she unveils the castle's wonders, from a glass dome offering a vertigo-inducing view to sculptures crafted in her and her sister's likeness. Yet, despite the enchantment woven into the castle's stones, a curious twist unfolds. The property, having danced on and off the market since 2014, finds itself in a peculiar situation. No takers at the current asking price. One might wonder, why has this fairy tale not found its rightful owner? As Christina prepares for college and her sister already immersed in academic pursuits, their father, Christopher Mark, contemplates parting with the castle. Perhaps potential buyers hesitate, not just at the towering price tag, but at the sheer audacity of owning a fairy tale come to life. It's not a mere residence. It's an invitation to step into a storybook world. The castle awaits its next custodian, someone ready to turn the pages of their own fairy tale. Number 7. The Sway Tower. In a quiet village near Lymington, England, a peculiar Victorian tower stands tall against the coastal breeze. Sway Tower, a 14-story building, reaches into the sky with a narrow rectangular frame, crowned by a whimsical cupola. But this is no ordinary structure. It's a testament to the eccentricity of Judge Andrew Peterson. In the late 19th century, Peterson, retired from the Supreme Court of Calcutta, took an unexpected turn towards spiritualism. Guided by the ghostly counsel of Sir Christopher Wren, he set out to build a tower that defied conventions. Sway Tower became the first non-reinforced concrete building in Britain and the world's tallest structure of its kind. Yet for over 100 years, this towering spectacle housed nothing more than pigeons. It wasn't until 1973 that Paul and Julie Atlas took on the challenge of transforming the derelict tower into a home. From pigeon haven to garden shed, bed and breakfast, and finally a unique residence, the tower witnessed a remarkable metamorphosis. However, despite its enchanting history and Paul's valiant efforts to rid it of 18 tons of pigeon droppings, Sway Tower faced an unexpected hurdle. Listed for sale in 2018 at £3.5 million, then dropping to £1.6 million, the tower struggled to find a new owner. The mystery deepens. Why does this architectural wonder remain unclaimed? Is it the daunting task of preserving its historical charm, or the unconventional design that gives potential buyers pause? As the tower stands, a silent sentinel of Victorian eccentricity, the question lingers: who will pen the next chapter of Sway Tower's extraordinary story? Number 6. Starrett House. The Starrett House is a captivating Victorian masterpiece in the heart of Port Townsend, Washington. It stands as a testament to love and craftsmanship. Built in 1889 by the affluent George Starrett for his beloved wife Anne, It's more than just a house. It's a symphony of wooden artistry. Stars, sunrises, scrolls, and wing patterns dance along its exterior, making it a standout in a sea of Victorian elegance. This $6,000 architectural gem not only boasts intricate details but also embraces modernity with central heating, a pioneering feature in 1885. The interior is a visual feast with lions, doves, ferns, and a free-floating spiral staircase deemed the last of its kind in America. The house breathes with life, telling the story of the four seasons in a celestial dance of artistry. Despite its enchanting history and undeniable charm, the Starrett House faces an intriguing challenge. No one seems eager to claim its keys. Why? The whispers of alleged ghost sightings and mysterious occurrences may be playing a role. The once grand abode, now a bed and breakfast turned boutique hotel, offers mystery weekends to the community, inviting them to experience the paranormal allure. Perhaps the reluctance to purchase this architectural treasure lies in the intangible, fear of the unknown, a reluctance to share living space with unseen entities. The house, with its rich history and spectral residents, patiently awaits the right owner to unlock its doors and continue the narrative of love, craftsmanship, and the mysteries that linger within its walls. Will it find a new storyteller to carry its legacy forward? Only time will unveil the fate of the Starrett House. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Now, before we jump into our next set of mysterious mansions on 15 mansions no one wants to buy, let's take a breather for a second. Deserted mansions, forgotten tales, and a dash of intrigue. We are curious. What has been on your mind? Which mansion did you find most interesting, and why? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As we proceed, grab your popcorn, because we are about to explore more homes that have remained untouched, and the reasons behind these. Get ready for a wild ride. Number 5. Carlton Island Villa. Carlton Island Villa, perched on Carlton Island in upstate New York, boasts a captivating history intertwined with tragedy and neglect. Constructed in 1894 by architect William Miller for typewriter tycoon William Wyckoff, the mansion became a vacation retreat that never fulfilled its envisioned glory. Wyckoff's demise, just one night into his residence, cast an eerie shadow over the property, as his wife had succumbed to a similar fate months earlier. Passed down to Wyckoff's son, the mansion saw years of use until the Great Depression struck, unraveling the family's fortune. General Electric assumed ownership in the 1930s, planning to transform it into a company haven. However, World War II intervened, dashing those ambitions. The property languished for decades, with contractors stripping it of valuables during the 1940s, including the removal of the iconic tower. Today, Carlton Island Villa stands as proof to time, its grandeur fading against the elements. Despite its storied past and a current price tag of $495,000, the mansion languishes on the market since 2012. The reluctance of potential buyers stems from the exorbitant cost of restoration, exacerbated by its island locale, driving expenses up by 30% compared to mainland renovations. The once majestic 11-bedroom mansion, with its 50 rooms and 3 waterfronts, presents a daunting challenge for any prospective owner, necessitating a near-total restoration. The fading echoes of history and the high restoration costs weave a tale of neglect and abandonment, making Carlton Island Villa a hauntingly beautiful yet elusive gem awaiting its reawakening. Number 4. The Schwartz Mansion in Lake Forest, Illinois. The Schwartz Mansion boasts timeless beauty, but a peculiar reluctance lingers in the air, deterring any potential buyers. The mansion, with its charming exterior and lush gardens, tells a story of a different era, but it remains unclaimed. Despite its visual allure, local tales weave a mysterious tapestry around the mansion. Whispers of ghostly encounters and hidden secrets echo through its corridors, dissuading eager buyers. It's not just a house, it's a riddle wrapped in enigma. Realtors armed with optimism strive to highlight the mansion's grandeur, but the ghostly rumors persist. The fear of the unknown seems to outweigh the appeal of its architectural splendor. Schwartz Mansion, once a bustling hub, stands as a silent witness to the passage of time, waiting for someone brave enough to unravel its secrets. Potential buyers hesitate, not just because of the mansion's physical condition, but due to the intangible mysteries that surround it. It's as if the mansion holds a key to a forgotten narrative, one that locals, despite their curiosity, are wary of unlocking. Schwartz Mansion, a symbol of architectural beauty and unsolved mysteries, stands as an unclaimed gem, challenging the bold to redefine its story and embrace the whispers of the past. Number 3. Charming Forge Mansion, Wilmersdorf, Pennsylvania. Think of this charming old mansion in Wilmersdorf, Pennsylvania like a living history book, whispering tales from the colonial era. It's been around since the 1700s, witnessing the rise and fall of iron production in America. But here's the twist. The place is struggling to find a new owner. You'd think a piece of history would be a hot property, right? Well, not exactly. It turns out people are hesitating to snatch it up. Why the hesitation? It's a dance between wanting to preserve the past and dealing with the nitty-gritty of today. The charming Forge Mansion, with its ancient walls and classic charm, is a tough sell in a modern real estate market. Sure, folks love the history, but when they think about fixing creaky floorboards and bringing it up to 2023 standards, they hit a roadblock. Prospective buyers are torn between keeping the place authentic and making it comfy for Netflix binging. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, balancing the allure of history with the practicalities of modern life. So, as time keeps ticking, the charming Forge Mansion is in a bit of a waiting game. It needs someone who's up for the challenge, ready to preserve history while making it a cozy home for today. Until then, it remains a silent storyteller, hoping for its next chapter in the hands of a brave and passionate new owner. Number 2. The Amityville House of Horror. The tale of the Amityville Horror House is a spine-chilling journey into a dark chapter of real estate history. Nestled in Amityville, New York, the infamous 3-story Dutch colonial home at 112 Ocean Avenue was witness to a gruesome mass murder in 1974, where Ronald Joseph DeFeo Jr. ruthlessly took the lives of his family. This tragedy set the stage for a haunting narrative that would both terrify and captivate. As the property changed hands over the years, its haunted reputation lingered, deterring potential buyers. The Lutz family, brave or foolhardy, purchased the house in 1975 for a mere $80,000, a bargain due to its morbid history. However, their stay was short-lived as they fled the premises a month later, claiming supernatural occurrences. Since then, the Amityville Horror House has become a symbol of horror, immortalized in books and movies. Despite the lore, buyers have been hesitant to step into its eerie embrace. The property's market struggles are exacerbated by legal battles and revelations that cast doubt on the authenticity of the haunting claims. In recent years, it changed hands in 2010 and 2016, but its haunted stigma persists. No one seems eager to make this notorious residence their home, as the specter of its dark past looms large. The unsettling mix of true crime, alleged paranormal activity, and legal controversies has rendered the Amityville Horror House an undesirable gem, standing as a chilling testament to the power of a haunted reputation. Number 1. Pillars Estate, Albion, New York. Does this mean that all estates in this location are made up of pillars or what? Probably not. In Albion, New York, the Pillars Estate, now Maison Albion, weaves an interesting story dating back to 1832. Originally named the Hickories, the land passed through several hands, with the Carr family eventually crafting the iconic Italianate-style home, later known as the Pillars. Yet despite its storied history and picturesque charm, the property faced an uncertain fate. In 2010, Scott Root and Tony McMurdy embarked on a restoration journey, drawing inspiration from the Titanic ballroom. However, whispers of hauntings swirled, attracting ghost hunters to investigate, only to later debunk the spooky claims. The property transitioned through various owners until 2020 when Carrie and Cole Glover, joined by Michael Bolster, took the reins. Surprisingly, the Pillars Estate, steeped in history and restored to its original grandeur, faced a curious challenge. No one wanted to buy it. The exquisite mansion, with its French Victorian allure, seemed to linger on the market, an enigma in the real estate world. Perhaps it was the weight of its haunted past that deterred potential buyers. Or maybe the unique history and transformation into Maison Albion made it an unconventional investment. The Glovers, undeterred by the reluctance of others, embraced the challenge, injecting love, freedom, and a touch of magic into the estate. In a world where historic properties find new life, Maison Albion has stood to perseverance, restoration, and a commitment to crafting a better future. The Pillar's journey, from overlooked estate to a vibrant symbol of elegance, is a story waiting to be explored within its carefully preserved walls. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.